Hi, look, we're live. Can everybody hear me? Or anybody on yet? Hi. As promised, I'm here, dressed up and ready to go. I'm actually doing this in the hotel bathroom because the lighting is really good. So how's everybody doing? What's going on today? Hello. Hey, you good? That's great when we're all doing really good. I got my energy up. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just waiting around for my friends to get here. For some reason, I booked to be here a whole day early and they still gotta work. Thank you. I'm a super redhead today. Do any of you know which character this is? Oh yeah, a lot of people seen that video. Everybody wants to talk about it. But if you want to ask any questions about it, you know, that's fine with me. None of you cosplay, nobody's into that. Is anybody at work right now? How did I feel about it? It was pretty stressful. Afterwards, I had a headache. I had migraines. I went home. I was supposed to do my homework that day. I don't know if you know, but I go to school, so. Yeah, well, that was the whole reason why I kept recording, was to just document that she took the card. It was somebody's business card. No, it wasn't a credit card. I actually did a follow-up video about this too. I've talked about this quite a few times, but yeah, it was one of the guy's business cards and she was gonna go harass him. And so that's why I didn't want her to have the card, because she was gonna possibly try and get him fired and keep harassing him, so yeah. I study journalism. So I've been a journalism student since the spring of 2018. So this is my 4th semester. Hello, welcome. And I'm really passionate about it. I like learning how to write, so I've been writing articles. I've been doing video for a long time and documenting stuff. Yeah, the credit card thing would have been all bad. How did I get over my anxiety? I don't know if I'm 100% over it yet, but I'm doing a lot better. Like, I don't have panic attacks, and you know, the stuff like this, like going out and dressing up, is kind of like daring myself, you know. It's like pushing myself to get out of my comfort zones, because when I have anxiety, sometimes a lot of times I'll try and stay in the house and want to hide away in my bed, and that's not gonna make me feel any better. So I try and challenge myself to do things that kind of you know, get me out of that zone and get me around people at least in a little bit at a time, so then I could feel comfortable. I didn't get that last comment. I was in pro-Black activism movements because my daughters are actually half Black, and my ex-husband wanted to bring back the Black Panthers. So that happened, I would say, he started in 2015, and I was looking into research about what was going on with the white nationalist movements that I saw on social media. So you see a lot of people are talking about it now, but I was actually paying attention to it, which was really, really hard. That's probably what didn't help with my anxiety, because sometimes I would be like, are they watching me? You know, like, they started to know who I was. The Proud Boys knew who I was. So Yeah, I'm really good at roasting people. I got used to that. So yeah, there's quite a few original Black Panthers who accepted me, because a lot of people don't realize that there were White Panthers too, that, you know, the Brown Berets and the Yellow Pearls and all these people worked together. There were white college students who lost their ability to go to school at UC Berkeley because they supported Black Panthers back in the 60s, late 60s and the early 70s. So, and Erica Huggins, who is one of the former leaders of the Black Panthers, was telling me to keep doing what I do because of, thank you. She kept, she's, you know, like every time I see her, she's like, just, she's like, she's told me to, you know, pretty much hold my head up and just keep doing what I'm doing, and don't, you know, let anybody discourage me. Thank you. You know what, another thing that helped me with anxiety is I was feeling really depressed and I was alone earlier this year, especially like getting divorced, which I'm either. Oh, look, it's Tea House the Falcon. I don't know who you is behind this page, but I know that Tea House was in jail for a really long time and never once talked about Black Panthers. But why don't you talk to someone like Erica Huggins and ask? And I have video proof of this. I have a lot of video proof. It's not that they were, you know, all in line. There's a lot of different groups that worked with Black Panthers, but she told me that specifically. So yeah, there were. There were people, there were Hollywood celebrities that that lost everything because they were working with the Black Panthers. How do you think they got a lot of their funding? If they were from, you know, started out with West Oakland and didn't have a lot of funds. I'm trying to think of a good book to read where it would explain how, I can't remember it. I'll remember it in a minute. But I mean, even if you look at Huey Newton's books, you actually read the books, they explain exactly how that worked. They got a lot of their funding through white activists, especially back then. Also, there was a lot of communist movements, so they all tied in together. So read some books, because there is plenty of proof about it. They may have not marched right in front in the pictures, but they were right with them. They even had parties with them. So, you know, I'm telling you word for word what they told me. Even I have video of a lot of them saying this. They feel like they have to say this over again. And the reason why they feel like this is because what is the origin of race in the first place? Somebody made it up so that they can divide and conquer, right? So the Black Panthers understood that when you work together with people, you have a more united understanding that the whole entire thing is about economics. It's about power with capitalism. And if white and black and brown and everybody got together and fought the system, we would overthrow it. So what better way than to divide and conquer, right? And I think I did miss somebody's question. I'm sorry that everything is... Okay. Anyways, I mean, you could show me videos all day and I could show you videos, but I'm not going to, like, anybody could research this stuff by reading a book, talking to the leaders, and they've all said this. I live in Oakland. I can actually talk to them. Why haven't I did any videos in 2 weeks? Because I went back to school and I was just overwhelmed. Yeah, I know living Panthers right now. I know a lot of them. So anyways, I know that you want to say that, you know, white people can't possibly help the movement, but, you know, the way I saw it was, you know, as a white person, especially with these light color eyes, right? When I looked at white nationalists, they looked at me like I could have been like their sister or something. They look at me like I should be with them, and it enrages them and it throws them off. And I've been able to get a lot of information that way. So it's about strategy. Anyways, let's go back to why I haven't been on live for 2 weeks is because I had a lot of projects to do. So I've been kind of a little concerned about making money, and I started working with the Oakland Post again. I mean, not again, but I just started. I have a new article that I wrote and I spent all summer on, where I talk about, her name is Maven Carter Griffin, and she is what she likes to call curbside community. She's unhoused, rather than saying homeless. But I went to the encampment at Wood Street in West Oakland. Yeah, exactly. I have responsibilities in life. So, and plus I'm pretty well known now for writing about housing issues, especially in the Bay Area. I think it's really important. And it targets an issue where we have a really difficult time. It can affect any one of us, where we're one paycheck away from losing our house and having to leave. And it's not cool, because the best jobs are out here, right? I mean, not the best jobs. I kind of think that they should take some tech jobs all over the place. You know, it shouldn't be all condensed right here so that we're all under this severe pressure. But between starting school and writing this article, and I finished it, and I was really proud about it. She wanted to go to Burning Man and make this like society of co-op Burning Man type of thing. She wants the Burning Man people, who are like, a lot of them are billionaires now, and they go out there to make a city. And hey, Crystal. Yeah, so there was that. School started. I went to a Bernie Sanders rally. I didn't even write on that. I had somebody else do that. Because I've been in journalism school for a while, I'm actually mentoring other journalism students. We're trying to revamp it so that it's modern and digital and everything. Yeah, so it's just been a little overwhelming, and I had to take a break because I got tired. But I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. I don't want to just do live videos either. I have some more of those like enchanting lifestyle. I want to do one on how I handle, like, how I think about usually you just watched that video, right? And then here I am with this, like, can you imagine me like coming at her like that? Yeah, I didn't say he trusted white people. He actually wrote that in his book. He didn't trust them. But it was kind of essential at the time for them to work with each other. Yeah, it's important to really watch out for everybody. I believe that, we're all being, divided to be conquered, like I said. So, but I can't trust just anybody. And I don't trust people just because of how they look or, thank you. I trust people off their actions, and not even what they say. Like, a lot of people could say they're for this and for that, and then they will turn around and, I don't know how many times people said when Trump was elected, oh, I'm not going to be the one, I'll be out there, I'll be ready to fight, I'll be out there in the rallies, and I did not see those people at all. So what matters to me is who. Yeah, exactly. Very little drops. Like, I trust action. I trust results. I trust, it doesn't even have to be like, you don't have to be perfect, but at least if you're trying and you're doing anything, and if you're afraid to go out there in the streets, it's not disrespectful to wear a jacket with a badge when it was approved by actual leaders for me to do it, and a black man asked me to do it. So you can go on about that, and that's your opinion. But I actually was approved. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you can't really just wear Black Panther badges and run around like that. And there may be some that are original that don't approve, I'm sure, but the ones that I know approved, I actually have video. As a matter of fact, today one of them tagged me on my Facebook, and she took a picture of me in that jacket. She's a Panther cub, and her husband was an original. Satoru Ned. He always says, if anybody asks, mention my name, because I'm the one that him and his wife have been mentoring me. So, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I mean, can we think differently? Because it's not even 1968 right now. It's 2019. Why are you coming at me? Why are you coming at me when it's 2019 and we have too much to deal with already? At least I like to show and educate people on what's going on. That's that revolution. I'm a real revolutionary. You know what a real revolutionary does? They read books. They understand what's going on. They don't just sit behind a computer and, you know, say whatever they say. Then they hold meetings. I do political meetings. That's another thing. Yeah, I fight against Eldridge Cleaver was the one who brought the white students in. And I met his wife. Yeah, Kathleen Cleaver. And she asked me who I was. I was video recording for Big Man's memorial. You know how many original Black Panthers were there? And I told her what I was doing, and she approved. And you got to remember too, a lot has changed since the 60s and the 70s. So like I said, it's 2019 and we have a lot to fight for. We have a lot to fight for together, right? So educating yourself, learning about economics, about government, and working with other people. So I'm part of the Laney Poor People campaign as well. I'm part of something we call Learner, which is League of American Revolutionaries. And we actually educate other people and we put events together. Yeah, revolution means demanding change. It means making change. Yeah, I mean, like, you've seen, I don't know you, but I got love for you. If you've seen my video with me in the Black Panther jacket, then you know that I actually went up there in front of white nationalists. Like, I don't know what would be the problem if I'm actually targeting the right people and trying to make change. If I'm going after the BBQ Beckys out there that are trying to call the police and get black men, you know, possibly arrested for barbecuing of all things, or even worse, like possibly killed, instigating stuff, you know, I'm doing stuff. I'm about action. But I think that's what's most important in a revolutionary, is you understand what's going on. So if you read books, you understand what's going on, and then you understand that they're trying to divide us. I'm not capitalizing anything. I don't even make money off that video. I'm not capitalizing off of that. How can I capitalize off that? You think YouTube would want me to make videos like that? Do you really think so? You think the capitalism in this country is like, yeah, you know what we need? We need a white girl in a Black Panther jacket talking about justice. They're not giving any money for me. I'm not making money off that. I don't get like praises and stuff like that. You're the only one even talking about it. Nobody is here talking about it, right? So, you know, and people keep asking me about those, I don't think they're exactly a troll. I mean, I'm fine with them debating me on this because they're not calling me names and everything. But they are kind of taking over the whole conversation, right? I think it is an important subject though, and I don't mind talking about it or, you know, holding down my record. Like, I believe in what I believe in. I love reading those books. I love reading about Black Panthers because they were successful. That's why. That's what was important, was that, and do you realize that the alt-right, which was started in 2008, you know where they got their inspiration from? From Black Panthers. And they kept telling me that. I'm willing to talk about this subject in person anytime, right? Yeah, they, you know, okay, you know who I am. I mean, so what's the problem? I mean, because I've always been like this. I have always been like this. I know a lot of people who've known me for a long time and said, man, I knew you were always a revolutionary. When it was time to do it, I did it. And that's part of history. But it's not something to be capitalized on. I assure you that. Now, am I making money off that YouTube video for BBQ Becky? Yeah, of course. Why not? I love black men. I love all men. I love women. I love non-binary. I don't judge. I'm single now, you know, like I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's only gotta be a black man. I don't judge people like that. It is not particular. It's not. What really matters is what's in your heart, what's in your mind, how you express yourself, how you make me feel, how you respect me. Like if this is really tea house, you know, yeah, like you were cool, but at the same time you did some disrespectful stuff. So there's a reason why I stopped talking to you, right? Because that's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that people in your life are there for you when you really need them, if they can. Where's your money? I don't have no, you tripping. Your money? You gave me money? When did you give me some money? Huh? Tell me. Now you're trolling. You know? I'll make money off the BBQ Becky. Were you out there? No. You were in jail. You were in jail and you couldn't even say why. You upset because of that? You were a wannabe porn star, okay? Like, and then you went to jail. Don't be mad at me for that. No, I do not like Trump. I do like Trump. I never have. You got the real BBQ Becky? Okay, well, have fun with her. I don't know why you would want BBQ Becky. I'm not her. I'm the BBQ Becky Slayer. Let's see. We're gonna put you, let's see, on timeout because you're just kind of taking over the whole conversation. I want to talk to other people. You know, I think we had a good talk and everything. I don't know why you would come out and start, you know, be mad at what I was doing, because actually the tea house I know, I think he would have been cool with it. He never had a problem with people being black or white. He didn't care. Oh, did I get my card back? That was not my card. It was a business card of one of the guys who was being harassed. So that was why I was following her around. You know how like we were spinning and spinning? I was following her around because she took the card out of my hand, and then she was trying to, you know, I said, give me the card back, and she was like, all right, I'm going to take a picture. Because she wanted his information so that she can continue getting him in trouble, possibly get him, you know, fined, or why won't BBQ Becky like be a crime? Yeah, I don't. Why was she crying? Because I'm intense. Did you see her shaking? Like, I kind of felt bad after that. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what happened to her. Some people say she left. Some people say she's still around. But after the cops came, so I asked the police officer, I made sure she couldn't get the information. That's why I was following her so closely. She had it like stuck in her pocket after a while, and I kept following her intensely. Yeah, you can't really feel bad about the whole situation, especially when she still doesn't say anything about it. But I you know, I kind of did bully her, and no matter what, my instinct is like we're all humans, and it's really hard for me to do that. But at the same time, I'm not going to take anybody's, you know, crap. So the police officer took the card because I explained everything to him, and the dispatch had heard what I was saying the whole time, so the police knew what was going on. So, you know, when I explained it to them that she had his business card and was trying to harass his job, he took the card from her so that she couldn't get the information. And apparently they try to see if she was 5150, which means, you know, pretty much, you know, not needing some extra mental care. If the police call you 5150, they're going to put you, yes, in an asylum. And that's what John George was. So remember when she said, John George, I've never been there. That was the dispatch asking if she's ever been to John George, which is an asylum in Oakland. But they did test her, and they said that she was fine, that she was coherent. So as many people want to blame it on that. That's not the case. And even if that is the case, somebody let her out. If that was the case, you know, I've actually dealt with a lot of, especially coming from San Francisco, a lot of people that aren't, you could tell that they're not entirely aware of what's going on. And most of the time they would not stick with something for that long. And there's better ways to handle it. But, you know, they wouldn't just come up and take your card and be so like purposeful with everything, right? Yeah, that's it. I mean, isn't that what we should be all fighting for right now? Fighting against is racism. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about like white people did this and white people did that and all that kind of stuff. No, I want to be judged by who I am. Yeah, Trump is exposing the political system for what it is. Hey, Fred. Am I loving life right now? I am. I think that this is the best time of my life, really. And somebody asked how old I was, and I don't mind telling you, I'm about to be 42 in October 1st. So I was born October 1st, 77. And yeah, I look pretty good for that age, right? I've been taking care of myself, and I have daughters who are about to be, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people say that I look young, thank you. And that's kind of why I started growing out my hair and not dyeing it. So they have like all this silver right here, and it actually looks 32. Actually, once you get to 30s, things start getting easier, right? Thank you. So, yeah, I started growing out my hair because I got frustrated because everybody thinks I'm in my 20s or something, and it's like, no, I got like kids who are about to be 20 in September. So my daughters are pretty much grown. I had twins. Thank you. And so now it's like it's almost like I have a second chance in life. Like my 20s were filled with raising kids, and I had a lot of health issues because a lot of times I was raising them on my own, or, you know, after I had them, I stressed out. I wasn't eating well. So now it's like, now is my 20s, right? Nay does look good too, yeah. Okay, I think I lost track of one of the questions. Yeah, well, if they're 20, do I have to really even deal with them? It's not a struggling single mom anymore. As a matter of fact, now I'm like, can you guys get a job and help with rent a little bit? Can you help pay some bills, you know? And sometimes they are helping, so it's getting a lot better. I feel healthier than I ever have, even in my 20s. I feel way healthier. I don't have back pain. I don't have any issues. I don't have to take any medicine for anything, go see the doctor for anything. I'm stress-free. That's why I stay single too, you know. Like, I'm not gonna date and have people that will stress me out in my life. Aw, thank you. Not saying that you would stress me out, but yeah, if I find love again. Oh, you're 20. You're hella young. You know, that's good though. No, I'm not vegan. Yeah, I eat meat. Oh gosh, Tea House is back. So, no, what I do is I eat clean for the most part. Sometimes I still eat. You're good? You good? Good. I hope you are good. I hope you're doing good in life. I really do. I mean, because you were hella cool. We were cool. You know, I don't see what the problem was. We were cool friends, you know, friends with, you know, benefits or whatever, but we were cool. Like, I don't understand what's the problem, you know, because yeah, like, that's the thing. I don't want any kind of stress. And I'm the kind of person that will be there for somebody if they need me. So if somebody is going to constantly be having issues and never take care of themselves, and then I have to take care of them, it's like dragging dead weight, and it's really hard. What age do you want to live into? You know what's funny is when I was younger, I thought life was so hard and so painful that I didn't want to live to be past 45. And now that I'm about to be 42, I told my daughters that, and they were like, no, you can't go anywhere for a long time. So yeah, my grandparents just passed away at 91, and they were together for like 72 years or something. So I'll probably be around for a long time. Especially since I got like my grandma's nature in me, you know, she loved life. And now that everything is doing good, I could live a long time now. I feel good. So, you know, to me, I feel like this is my second chance at life. Oh, Dubai. I heard Dubai is amazing. But yeah, I haven't really traveled a lot. I don't know. I haven't traveled a lot. And you just told me you're 20 though. You want me to up and leave my whole life and go to Dubai? That's a lot. I like it here. If I find love, it's gonna be, yeah, I've been to Mexico, but I've been to different states. I lived in Texas for a little while, but mostly I lived in San Francisco. Like I lived in a lot of different places in San Francisco, and then I've lived Oakland for about a fourth of my life now. So I think it's about 11, 12 years now total in Oakland. And then I used to live in Pacifica, which is right by the beach. A suburb town that I really didn't like living there, but it was beautiful, you know. But one day maybe I'll travel. You know what I have a hard time with traveling is, for one thing, I'm claustrophobic. I don't really want to be in, oh, you're 11? Hey, we got to keep it clean around here. Oh, the West Coast is beautiful. Um, hmm. So anyways, sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Traveling, all that kind of stuff. I get claustrophobic. Hmm. Let's see. I kind of feel like that's not really Tea House that's talking there. Will I do a video soon? Yeah, I'm gonna do another. I'm working on a witch video, and and as I go along, I'm trying to figure out other videos to do. I have like a lot of people that I could talk to about stuff. So yeah, of course, I'm trying to do them regularly, and I want to do more live chats. I want to do them weekly. I know I only did like 2, and then I dropped off. Got me what? I wish I could just get rid of that one, because you're all over the place. How do I want to die? Oh, that's an interesting question. How would I want to die? I always thought dying in my sleep would be good. Nice and peaceful. It would be great if you can. It's way better than doing it in pain, but I kind of feel like I've lived so much pain in my life that maybe it's owed to me to die nice and peacefully. Either that or doing something I really love doing, or even if it was doing something that was worthwhile, Like if I was having a fight in the streets, you know, if if it came down to it, if I ever died doing some sort of thing where I was trying to protect somebody, at least know that, you know, that's what I would have wanted, you know, that I don't really fear death, although I have started to a little bit more now that I'm getting older. But I feel like it's because I have a lot more to lose. When you don't have anything to lose, you don't really fear it. And sometimes when life is so painful, it makes it hard for you want to live, right? Y'all ask a lot of good questions though. I'm gonna try and walk out like this later. And I think tomorrow I want to do some a live. Do you think there's an afterlife? Oh no, I think there's an afterlife. Have you ever thought? So there's a lot of deep stuff to that, but I know that one time I've come close to death a few times, and that whole thing of life flashes before your eyes. I don't know. In a way, I had one time I remember that I just saw my daughters. At the time, they were like 2 or 3. And so that was the moment where, like, having that flash of them looking so lost, that was the moment that I knew that I had to do whatever to survive. And so, you know, I felt like at that moment, though, I did pass away. So I think that in one way, there's like a plane in between life and death that you can come back from. And then once you pass away, I think that it could be possible that you might be able to rest, which in that case, I don't know that what it would be like. I also think that you could just be reincarnated. I believe in reincarnation. I believe in old souls. Have you ever heard of that? And that being that it could be that you have lived, you know, even different species over time and then evolved into humans. Do I have an Instagram? Yes, I do. It's Shell Dione, SHELLEDIONE. And I think I have them on my YouTube channel. All of my social media is on there. My Twitter is the same too. So, I like the good questions though. Alrighty. He was scolded by the hospital. Yeah, I think anything is possible, really. I mean, we don't know. There's so much we don't know about life. I think it would be such a waste, though, if we just like lived our whole lives to die and then that's it. And we never come back. Like our soul, our spirit, everything, it just doesn't exist. I don't think so. I think part of our spirit remains in this world. I think all the spirit energy goes along with everything natural. Cool, I'll look out for you. The plants, the trees, everything. You could all the way, like, if you look at life cycles, there's nothing that is wasted. It comes back around. So even as your very body goes and decomposes, it could turn into plants, you know, like nothing is wasted ever. Really, it shouldn't be. I think people are wasteful, but nature, not really. Any more questions? Because I've been on here about 39 minutes. If we just die and there's nothing else left, there's ghost, no spirit, you bear back. Yeah, I don't believe that it's like that, though. I don't think that's it. I mean, but, you know, naturally, I think we should be scared to death in the first place because even if you could be reincarnated, why would you want to restart all over? Maybe you're meant to be alive for a reason right now. Maybe there's more that you have to do in this life, and it would be a waste for your mother or, you know, whoever raised you to raise you, or for you, even for yourself, even if you didn't have a supportive family, for you to make it this far and not to not to continue living on. You might as well outlive your life. I think that it's natural to be afraid of death. Reincarnation does sound like that's why I say I think that sometimes you need a rest too, like especially if life is so hard. But yeah, until you find a way not to, I mean, like sometimes I have felt like I needed a rest, like please just let me not feel this way. And then when you feel something good, you're like, don't let it stop, and you love living all of a sudden, right? I mean, isn't that how it works? It's crazy. And I think I got sidetracked though, because I know there's like a lot of questions. Did I miss something? I know there was something else I was trying to say. We were talking about reincarnation, a lot about death, which is a hard one. And then there was something else. I have the worst memory. Like I was diagnosed with short-term memory loss, so suddenly I can not remember things. And if Tea House or whoever is behind that account wants to come back on and challenge me for whatever reason, I really don't care, like, because that was so long in the past. Why do people die so young? Why do people die so young? Amnesia. You mean my short-term memory loss? Why do people die so young? That's hard. That's like philosophy right there. Maybe they needed to be reincarnated and go into another life, go to another path. It's a question. There's no science behind it. It's more of like, do you believe in certain things? But I kind of believe that sometimes. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about BBQ Becky now? Yeah, the police, they stopped her. They let her go, though. You're back. Yes, great. They don't give you a very long timeout, do they? So what is it that you want to say? Like, just get it over with, Like, okay, so let's just talk about Tea House for a second. Tea House is somebody that I knew back in 2008, I think. And he was cool. Like, we were hella cool friends. And it was somebody that I just had a fling, we were like flinging around. Like, it wasn't, so if they want to be like, I got you on video. Well, hey, everybody's like on video these days. I don't really care. You have 16 pages of what? Oh, you know what? Somebody was asking me, how much does YouTube pay you for 7 million views? Okay, so I get about $800 a month right now from YouTube, and so that's about, and then they tax me, so that's about maybe over 500,000 views per month. So you can add that up. And also, I think the first million, I wasn't monetizing it. So yeah, but I don't have any shame in monetizing her, because she was a pain and she did that, and that's how it is. I did the video, people are entertained by it, they learn from it. Yeah, just I mean, what I honestly believe is, right? Who hurts the most when somebody dies is the people left behind. We don't want, like when I said, told my daughters I once wanted to die at 45, they were like, no, you can't do that. You know why? Because that would hurt them. So, yeah. And this other person, I think that, I bet you have 3 X-rated rated videos of BBQ Becky? Really? She got down like that? Well, you might want to sell those. Do it. Hey, but remember, we got an 11-year-old on here, okay? Let's keep it G-rated. I like to talk to everybody. I don't want to talk about these kind of things. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that interesting. It really isn't. I don't want to see that. If you got videos of her, I don't want to see it. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to watch that. Let's talk about if I was gonna love somebody again, right? Just like maybe it's meant to be to, oh, you're not 11? Okay. You can handle it? You said you were 11, didn't you? You're 13 and you watch X-rated videos? Okay. Let me just tell you, X-rated videos are misleading. And what's in real life is totally different. You know, the first time I watched them, I think I was like 12. So it's not really a shock to me. Somebody always introduces them to you young. I'm not BBQ Becky. I'm not BBQ Becky. And I don't care if you have videos of me. Like, they're hella old. I think that you must want some attention, but you want money, right? I'm not gonna be held hostage by somebody because they're desperate for some money. You sound desperate. Like, just like Nick said, you sound desperate, man. Like, why are you so obsessed? You mad because I've been working out here and getting some success? I don't know. I mean, it's not like you could post them on YouTube. You're gonna get your account shut down. I mean, who cares? Like, the first time anybody got a video of me was not even with any kind of consent, and I was 15. All right, this isn't new. You did 11 years, okay. I'm glad you're out. I hope you do something good with your life. I'm sorry you're broke. You know what's funny is, like, I thought you were a friend, and I helped you on your books with jail. You remember that? And you're talking about I owe you money? Is that my problem? Is that my fault? No, it's not. And you over here shamelessly trying to put me down. Why? Why? You want to shame me? Please, I'm not ashamed. I bet it will drain them. As a matter of fact, the whole system is screwed up. So why don't we work together talking about that? Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. I remember I did. When you were first down, I was there. I went and visited you in, what was it, 850 Bryant, San Francisco. Yeah, who would know what's going on? I did. I put money on your books. But you want to be so stressed about money. Why don't we talk about the jail system and how crooked that is? Who am I being? Am I being mean? Who am I being mean to? Like I'm intrusive? Okay, now even I'm lost at this point. So what are we going to talk about here? Because let's get back on track, right? Oh boy, I'm not going there with these comments. I deserted somebody because I had to take care of my daughters. And when I thought about it, I was like, would this man be here for me if I was in jail? As a matter of fact, I remember sitting right across from him and asking him that. He had all these other women going in there for him. He didn't need me. He was never really there for me. Why would I treat myself like that? Yeah, I put you on timeout for 3 times because I told you I wanted to talk to other people. But if I was in jail, you wouldn't have put a dime on me. You would have just kept moving. You wouldn't have even visited me. When I thought about that, I was like, this is stupid. I can't be here for that. I didn't leave my first husband. He used to, you know, wow, why are you putting all my business out? Like, seriously. Thank you. Thank you. See, that's why I put you on timeout, TLC. Like, if you just got out, why don't we talk about something? Why don't we talk about something? Like, good and positive, and how to get your life back on track. I'm not guessing, I know. Because you weren't capable of supporting me. And I had to support my daughters. That came number one. Number two had to be me. I had to take care of myself mentally, physically, and I was broke. I could not support you. There was nothing I could do. Yeah, you're asking me anything and I'm responding to you, right? And I'm telling you the truth. That's honestly how it went down. I didn't mean to leave you behind. I mean, there's another part to this that I don't really want to talk about in public and can't really talk about in public. You know, cool, you love you love who you love, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. When it comes down to it, and my daughters were what, 7? You remember that? Like twins. I got twins. Do you remember how it was in my house? Yeah, you gotta hustle. You remember how it was in my house? My mom expected me. I couldn't leave that house. I didn't know you were out. You know? I didn't even know that. All I know is I had to take care of me and my daughters. And that's how it goes. I don't mean anything by that, but that's just how it is. And I'm sorry that you're hurt by that, you know? And I thought you actually liked my kids, so I think that you would understand that, right? Like, you know that kids have to come first. They have to be taken care of. You know how much I struggled while you were in jail? I struggled for years. Thank you. You were hoping I would not find out about the... No, I wasn't thinking about that. BBQ Becky happened like a year ago, and I wasn't thinking about you. I didn't know if you were in jail. You know, sometimes I remember stuff. We had hella fun together. We did, right? We had hella fun. And we had dreams. And we both were struggling. We were struggling to survive. When you were in jail, you did. You asked for money, and I couldn't do it. And it was too stressful for me. What? Wait, what? I could give you my email for PayPal, but I'm not going to go to Dubai. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to do that because I don't know you. And that's really risky for me to do. So, you know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're talking about 11 years ago, right? We're talking about a long time ago. My daughters are almost 20. And T-House hasn't asked one thing or been concerned about that. And to keep your name relevant. Now that sounds like you. That sounds like you. Great, one kid. Why are you... What is going on? What you're turning into like a parrot. Why? It's interesting. It's interesting how people think that, you know, what they think. I don't know what I could do. I have to take care of myself. So anyways, it's been almost an hour. It's been great talking to everybody. Thank you. Yeah, she passed away February 12th, 2017. Don't we all? I love people, period. Sometimes they drive me crazy, I'm not gonna lie. They give me anxiety, like I said. And I'm not perfect. I'm just not. I'm all over the place. but I try and hold it down and be strong. And I can only be who I am. I can only show you who I am, unapologetically. I'm sorry that things went down that way. Yeah, nobody's perfect. I'm so glad that we're talking about prison reform these days, because I have thought about I wouldn't say I'm perfect at all, which is fine. I don't want the pressure of being perfect. I have thought about people I knew that went to jail. Yeah, I think so, Nay. I think it was closure, right? Yeah, and you know, when I think about it, like knowing people from San Francisco who went through all the things they did, that's what inspires me to go out there and fight. What do you mean, bull? Back to the gather. What do you mean, gather? What would you like, great one kid? Before we go, because I have a friend coming in town finally. Tea House, are you just here looking for money? You can promote your name all you want. You should get back into rapping or something, you know? Why don't you direct something? You're really creative, right? Or are you gonna give back to the community? Tea House, how old are you? You were older than me, but you claimed to be 25, remember? That was in, yeah, 2009. You were, oh, you want me to pay reparations for my lineage? My lineage? I'm glad you enjoy my soap opera life. My lineage. Honestly, I don't know. I'm sure there's people that were messed up somewhere in my family. My mom was pretty messed up, actually. I can only do as much as I can do. But I like to spend my time. Thank you. I like to spend my time finding ways to change society, not handing out cash to somebody who I have no idea what they're going to even do with it. What are you going to do with it? Tea House, how is your child? Remember when you said that you always used protection and then you got this white girl pregnant? Oh my gosh, remember that? And then I remember why I stopped talking to you. Look at how bad my memory is. Whoa, I remember it now. Oh yeah, okay, so we had an open relationship. Yeah, he does. We had an open relationship, you know, like we were friends and, you know, but it was on the, he was required, he always told me, he always used protection. He always told me he used protection. But guess what? Then all of a sudden, he's like sending me this picture of this child. Does this child look like me? Wait a minute. You got this woman pregnant and then you sent me pictures of the child and you were like, oh, this one? This is a, look. Although I need to, like, look at how long this is. I need to fix it. It's Ezra Scarlet from Fairy Tail. So let's get back to Tea House though, because Tea House, you want some recognition? Okay, come on, bring it. Now I remember. I was over there, I spent, you know, I put about, over time, about $1,000 on your books. I remember, I remember money, okay? That's one thing I don't forget. I went to San Francisco to 850 Bryant and got my car towed over there. And I was broke and I had to pay, like, take care of kids. And next thing I know, You're telling me there's this white girl in Pacifica. Okay, mind you, Mr. Black Panther, you want reparations from my lineage. How is your child with this woman, this white woman down the street in Pacifica, down the street from me, that you had after you were claiming that you were always using protection? I could text him because he was in jail. And after that, I never had $1,000. Why are you asking me for money now, though? But how is your child? Like, that's what you should be worried about right now, right? How is your child? Please do tell me. How's that whole situation? Did you find out that that was really your child? It didn't look like you. I have the picture and the letters. You wrote letters, remember? Under Tea House the Falcon. I also know your real name, though. Remember that. Yes, Beth. So Tea House, I met him in a club, and I was single at the time, and I was cool staying single. And, you know, he's cute and all. Oh, we didn't have that kind of relationship, though. Like, he had other people, and I knew it. And that's why I said I wanted to stay single, because I didn't want to have to take care of a man. And so I was fine with all these other women taking care of him. Like, he used to always call me his favorite white girl, which I hated. I hated that. I don't want to be known as your favorite white girl. Like, yes, Terrence Anderson, there you go. I have your jailhouse letters probably in storage somewhere. So remember that, okay? With your son. Remember that? Your son, okay? You want to talk all this? Let's talk about that. Please, do tell me, how's your son? Have you, since you've been out, have you gone to see your son? Yeah, so we met in Club 6. Remember Club 6 days when you were a rapper? I don't want to be white. I don't want to be white. I want to be human, okay? I want to be myself. I'm not trying to be anything else. Well, other than Ezra Scarlet, a fairy tale. He's on YouTube, your son is? Yeah, he was a rapper. Oh, as a matter of fact, you want to see Tea House? Look all the way back in my old YouTubes. Oh, I have a lot of crazy videos from way back when, but if you look at some of my first ones, the first one is Tea House the Falcon. And he's up there rapping, doing the bird. Woo, woo. That was 2008, I believe. And then he wanted to be a porn star. Yeah. And he couldn't get either one of those. He ended up going to jail. And he could never tell me why. I'm not sure if he did it or not. You know. And that's okay. Like, I don't judge people who, you know, are for Control Hill, you know. Like, I know how things go down. You hustle, you do your thing. You became a victim of the system. You just let yourself float down there. It's unfortunate because Tea House is smart. Tea House could have done so much more. Yeah, go ahead and watch it. You're going to laugh. Watch his dance. He wants that attention. The bird dance. The bird dance was from a show. An old song and everything, right? So yeah, I went to Club 6 and I was taking pictures. And then I did that video for him. And we used to hang out, we had fun. It was a good break from, you know, taking care of kids and having to deal with real life. Yeah, doing the bird, that's right. That's right. So, you got your promotion there. You happy, old friend? You got it. That's all you had to ask. You don't have to come at me sideways in here. Like, seriously. Yeah, exactly. As a matter of fact, I think he took the beat from there. And say what? Say what? What do you want me to say? Like, remember, this is Ask Me Anything. You know how I am, right? I'm gonna tell you anything. I don't hide. My hair is getting a little messed up now because I've been like flinging around and everything. Go ahead. Before we end this, ask. What do you want me to say? Maybe I'll say it, maybe I won't. I'll admit whatever. I'm glad you all are enjoying this. One day, I'm gonna write a book about my life for sure. A lot of people have asked me to. How old is Tea House? Tea House, you still haven't said. I don't know how old you are now. You were older than me. Weren't you like 40 or something? 38, 40? I can't remember. But you claimed to be 25 on MySpace. Because there was a stigma that if you were past 25, you were too old to be in any industry. And that's BS. I think you should be honest with who you are. You already wrote it. You had 11 years in jail to write, right? Be honest with who you are. You know? That's how life, people these days want honesty. So, I wish you best of luck. I'm gonna let go though. I'm gonna go off because I think that I've said more than enough now. I hope you all have fun. And tomorrow I'll try and be live in my other cosplay, which is Vanessa Black Clover. It shows a lot of cleavage, like it's very boobish. But hopefully I'll be able to do live tomorrow. It's been fun. Tea House, please don't tell me that you're trying to get Jennifer Charlotte. Yeah, you about to have wine? That sounds really good. I wish I had some sake or something. Yeah, I hope to be on tomorrow. You know, dressed up something else. I just wanted to show you all what I like to do to have fun. And talk. I've had fun with this, you know? Even if there's some drama involved, it's okay. We have an understanding now, I think. I hope. So, talk to you all later. Much love to you, man. You'll be here? You go ahead. I'll see you. Let's catch up, Tea House. Let's catch up. All right. Bye.